Hello my friends, and thank you for coming and visit me for another shave. Today's shave is brought to you by CBL Sir Fougere. We were finally going to get a chance to use a straight here. We're using the KIKUBOSHI. It's been sitting on standby for long enough where it said to play me or trade me. So it's ready to go. We're lathering with Oz Shaving Silver Snow brush with I don't remember what they call it, white bristles, which is fine because it looks really good along with the white. Got the safety cat here at the ready. In the event something terrible happens, which it won't, but it's always good to have your precautions there. It's Friday. We made it successfully through another week. I pre-lathered, oh dang it. My face dried out while I was fiddling around with all this other stuff. Right back. Keep my sebaceous glands doing their thing. This is a Sir Fougere's of CBL soaps. This one has the most, to my nose, the fragrance of this soap stands out stronger than the other ones. Yeah, I like it very much. Thing is, I'm not 100% sure what Fougere is. I think it's a family of fragrances, but I don't know. I don't have my Google Foo isn't up to par with a lot of you guys. I only have one Fougere that actually says Fougere on it, and that's an Alpa Fougere, and I got a butt ton of it here, so that's what I usually use with anything that says Fougere on the soap. The KIKUBOSHI has been strapped within an inch of its life, because every time I've had it on standby for the last 3 shaves, and I've stropped it before every shave, so I get the feeling if it even comes near a whisker, it's going to sever it. It is. I'm hardly even, and this is a very thin hollow ground, and usually pretty vocal, but it's not giving me much in the way of audio background. Of course, it could also be that I'm not wearing my hearing aids. Oh, there's a little bit of sound. I think it's the hearing aid thing, because this is my better ear. My iPhone updated to version 13 yesterday afternoon. And somehow in the process it misplaced all my bookmarks. Not overly concerned about it because I don't do a lot of surfing on my phone. But aside from a few just little tricks, I haven't seen anything. I just about got myself there. anything really different between what it was doing before and what it's doing now. I called the Verizon people. I got them online and got them on the telephone line. And she says, yeah, it's a new phone, the 11. That's kind of what I'm looking at, upgrading. I'm using a 5. No, it's not a 5, it's just an SE. It looks just like my old 5S. It's a tiny little phone, and now that I'm using it a little more for playing a video game, the screen is too tiny for me to make out some details. So I want a little bit bigger screen. And I figure if I'm going to upgrade phones, I don't want to get a phone that's already a generation or so behind. I'm going to go ahead and get the new one. So the lady on the line says, just hold on for a little bit. I mean, right now there's not a whole lot of push. The 11 is selling itself just because it's the new one. She says, give it a couple months and there'll be promotions and stuff coming. So that's what I'm going to do. She's pretty wise. I found that you get better deals, at least here, not going to the store. You deal with the people on the phone who aren't getting a commission. They're supposed to be helping you out. And part of helping you out is, well, if you need a new phone, then they're going to sell you a new phone. They don't get a commission for it, so they're more likely to help you out and try to get you a better deal. That's Rich's advice for the day. Well, that's dropping is paying a dividend. We're pretty comfortable. Looks like I tagged myself somewhere. Yeah, right there. I got myself a little bit. Aside from that, things are winding up summer-wise. Haven't had to cut the grass, or the neighbor hasn't had to cut the grass for a week or so. First it was hot and dry, so we didn't have, the grass has just kind of gone dormant. And leaves are starting to change color a little bit. On the smaller trees, I have a couple of dogwoods. I have two different kinds. I've got a Russian dogwood in the front and then the standard dogwood. The only difference between them is the Russian dogwood has these huge berries on it, and then the standard dogwood has the little red ones that most people expect to see on a dogwood. One is pink. I don't remember which one though. They flower beautifully in the springtime. I think I tagged myself again here. This particular razor has a, there are lots like it, it's not that uncommon, has a little symbol here that would indicate that it was made from steel native to Japan. There's iron sands in some of the prefectures. It's not a very high yielding. You can have like iron ore in the conventional sense. In Japan, it's a sand, and they have to. It takes a lot more ore to yield the steel. And then once they do get steel out of it, it's pretty high quality, strong and hard, probably equal to Swedish steel. It just takes a lot more ore and resources to get it, to make it. I can't remember what they call this kind of steel. It's what they, the swords are made out of the same stuff, but the company that made these, that's what they're famous for. They've been around since the 12 or 1300s. Oh, safety cat is, did you see something? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you looking at? She's come up here on the sink now. Are you see an infraction? Oh, I see. Okay. She says I'm on my own, but that's okay. I've done my three passes. I can tell right now that I'm gonna completely light myself up when I hit myself with the alum. Woo! Shave is close. It's a good shave. It's just the alum is lighting me up. I'm not surprised. It's been a little while since I've used a straight razor, so my technique is a little off. And I overloaded again wickedly, but how can you like not enjoy having goops and goops of CBL soap lather to play with when you're done? There's handfuls of it. There's what's left after 3 passes. Might as well go ahead and clean up while the fires die down on my face. I will cut away for your commercial here in a few seconds. But of course, having alum sting takes away from the score of this shave. We'll see how we turn out in just a couple seconds. I'll be right back.
Sharp, feel sharp, be sharp and listen, mister. How are you fixed for blades? Do you have plenty? How are you fixed for blades? You better check. Please make sure you have enough, cause a worn out blade makes shaving mighty tough. How are you fixed for blades? Better look, Gillette.
Thank you for waiting. Yeah, I had a pretty good shave today. I got lit up pretty excellently. And this aftershave has got a lot of alcohol in it, so it's going to drive the point home that I need to work on my technique a little bit. I don't think it's the blade. It's cutting even head hair. Usually what happens is my mustache sheds, and that blade that's what I test my edges with, because that's what it cuts, you know. So if it just dinks through it, it's pretty darn sharp. And if it can do the same thing with head hair, which is a lot finer, I consider that even sharper. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not. That's just what I've been doing. Our shave today was brought by CBL Sir Fougere. Sir Fougere. We finished it up with Alpa's Fougere. We lathered with Oz Shavings Silver Snow Brush. It's got little silver sparkles down here. I don't know if that shows up real well on this camera, but it's really a beautiful brush with the cashmere knot. That's the word I was looking for. Cashmere knot. And we used a KIKUBOSHI shoulderless standard grind straight. We were accompanied by a safety cat who just came back to her post. I think she had some business to take care of, so she left us for just a moment. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for coming to visit. I hope you come back to see us again. As usual, see us on the Shaving Cadre. I go by Major Rich on that board, but there are a number of other folks who also do their vlogs, and we all post them there. Also, there are text journal entries, which are always interesting. And if you see me on YouTube, like and subscribe. That's always fun. I'm not trying to monetize anything, but it's just nice to see that people are seeing what I'm doing and enjoy the world of wet shaving. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I think it's nice. We'll see you again next time. I'm on a 2-day schedule, so I guess today being Friday, I'll shave Sunday morning, or maybe even Sunday afternoon, depending on how long it takes for this to come back. Thank you for coming, like I said, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.